Good evening. Welcome to the Academy of Finance graduation ceremony. My name is Laura Rader. I'm the high school curriculum coordinator. I'm just going to welcome you tonight to celebrate the successes of our graduates. Before we get started, I'd like to welcome our school board president, Kent Alberty, and our vice president, Todd Tolke, in the back. Thank you for your support of the Academy of Finance program here at CTE. Now, because we are dealing with the Academy of Finance, I figured I should start with some numbers. I'll start with the number 15. 15 is the number of graduates that we are celebrating tonight. 15 of our students have taken a chance on a program that not many people know about. And we're taking this opportunity and we're able to excel and do many things with it. Also the number 200. 200 is the number of internship hours each of these 15 graduates have completed. They've taken what they've learned in the classroom and applied that to their internship. There's not too many high school graduates that can say that, but these 15 can. Finally, the number 160. That's roughly the number of college credits that these 15 students have earned simply by being in the Academy of Finance program. I'm sure they won't say it's simple to earn college credits, but they had the opportunity because they took a chance on the Academy of Finance program. So welcome to our graduation ceremony. Congratulations to the 15 graduates. And I'm going to turn the mic over to the chairman of our Academy of Finance board, Andrew Stromson.
Thank you, Dr. Rader, and good evening again as well. On behalf of my employer, Citibank, welcome all you here for this great event and really sharing what these students have earned over the past 2 or 3 years, really. Over the last 5 or 6 years, I've gotten to know the Academy of Finance program pretty intimately, maybe more than I'd want to at times, through not only the board membership, but also as a junior achievement volunteer in Penny's classroom. It's quite a remarkable program. Its envisionment started back in 1982. Then chairman and CEO of Citigroup, Sandy Weil. The story actually that Dr. Aycock said last year was he saw these high school students standing on the corner. Whether that's true or not, I don't know if that's true, but he did see kind of an opportunity to point these students in a direction in financial services and really get a head start on what they wanted to do. A lot of these are good students. A lot of them are going to go on to college, but they didn't know what they were going to do, what they were going to major in, or what they were going to do after college. So he looked for a partnership between the public sector and the private sector to really ingrain this curriculum that's based on finances, so global finance, economics, accounting, into the classrooms. With that partnership, 34 years later, now there's 212 academies of finance across the U.S., 25,000 students. So if that doesn't hold if that doesn't attest to what the Academy of Finance successes are, I don't know what is. On top of that, the National Academy Foundation now offers academies in hospitality and tourism, IT, engineering, and health sciences. Add on top of those 25,000 students, another 65,000 students that all take place in this academy program nowadays. And to give the success, I was looking at our program tonight, or the program subset. You can see every one of these 15 is going on to college. And if you flip over the other side, you can see all their accolades, which is pretty amazing. Across the U.S., 98% of these students that take part in the Academy program graduate high school. 92% go on to higher education. Sioux Falls became home to one of these 212 back in the 99-2000 school year at Roosevelt. 2 years later, Washington brought it on. Now, obviously, over at CTE. Since then, all the Sioux Falls public high schools, O'Gorman, Baltic, Parker, Brandon Valley, and Harrisburg have all taken part of this program. Tonight, 15 students graduate, like Dr. Rader said, we've got 10 more that are going to go through the internship this summer. 200 hours of real work. It's not folding envelopes, it's real work. To the 15 graduating, like I say, look at the back of the program and you can see the success you've had already. To the 10 students in the internships, it's a bit daunting. It's, like I said, it's real work. You're going to have to do things. Have fun. Good luck, obviously. And don't be afraid to raise your hand, not only to volunteer, but to ask questions. Every one of us is in the exact same spot you are at one time we were there. So ask questions, but have fun. Thank you to the businesses. I know a lot of you are here that had internships graduating. It's the partnership between you guys and the school system that's really a testament of the vision that Sandy Weil had 34 years ago. Also acknowledge Citibank for financial sponsorship over the years with the Sioux Falls School District. And then also any of the board members that are here tonight. It's really through Penny and Dr. Schuler's leadership that we not only are successful this year, but will be successful for years to come. With that, I introduce Mrs. Penny Brunken, the Academy of Finance instructor.
Good evening. I would like to recognize our future workforce. As I announce your name, please stand. Our 10 interns with our internships will be First National Bank in Sioux Falls, Wendy Madsen, Gavin Solonen. Metabank, Peter Jenkins, Lexus McDonald. Sioux Falls Federal Credit Union, Courtney Hauglin, Deontay Dowdell. Lifescape, Kelsey Hilberg, Thane Hine. Special Olympics, Daryl Norquist, Emilia Rubio. Junior Achievement, Janice Sudra, Devin Gilbertson. Lawrence and Schiller Teleservices, Kevin Carmody, Chad Zimmer. Lifescape, Carol Peterson, Dan Youngkin. Gage Brother, Jason Herlica, Ben Borns. First Premier Bank, Denise Martinick, Brandon Jensen. Along with the summer internship, our students had great opportunities to take to further their knowledge in business. We have several students that have attended YBA. YBA is Youth Business Adventure that can be taken at BHSU, which is Black Hills State University, USD as well. We have had, in the last year, Alex Nelson, Miranda Skanke, Jack Hammond, Brady Kufka attend YBA last year. This year we have Alexis McDonald, Ben Borns, Jaden Seuss, Tate Olson, and Andrew Teedy attending. We also have a special recognition tonight. Alex Nelson will be attending YBA as a leader and being the student assistant. That is with great honor, and it shows our leadership in our AOF program. Also, our students can take Accounting Institute at USD, which is in July. Last year, Alex Nelson, Ben Borns, and Chad Zimmer attended. This year, we have Andrew Teedy and Lexus McDonald. We also have special thank yous for tonight that have guided our students along the way. We would like to thank our counselors, Renee Owens and Stephanie Waller from CTE, Sarah Campbell, Roosevelt, Jennifer Witt, Washington, David Myers, Lincoln, Vicki Donahoe, New Tech, Marilyn Schmidt, Statham, Baltic, and Darmy Vogel from Parker. Without our counselors, we cannot reach every student on those momentum days that they feel that they could take a challenge. And with the guidance of these individuals, they show those challenges and let them take a risk. Also, our advisory board is very strong compared to a lot of other academies across the nation. And along with that, we ask a parent rep. For the two years, I would like to thank Jamie Solonen for her participation and her volunteerism to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock once a month to be our parent advisor and also a business contact as well for FISERV. So thank you to all of those individuals, and please give them a round of applause. With that being said, I'd love to introduce to you Alex Nelson, our senior class rep, to give his perspective of the AOF program.
Good evening. I would just like to thank all of you for allowing me to be here and be our senior class representative. It is such a great honor to represent our outstanding senior class tonight. Why are you in the Academy of Finance? It seems like it'd be a big waste of time and not worth it in the end. To answer these statements are common questions or comments that I hear from people that do not actually understand what the Academy of Finance is all about. To answer these questions, I don't tell them the professional definition of the Academy of Finance, which according to the National Academy Foundation, is the Academy of Finance connects high school students with the world of financial services and personal finance, offering a curriculum that covers banking, financial planning, securities, insurance, accounting, and economics. Instead, I tell them it's an opportunity full of many other opportunities. It all started back in sophomore year in my Accounting 1 class with Mr. Kennett. My fellow classmate, Jack Hammond, can attest to this statement. With the class that we had, I truly wondered how many people would actually continue on with the Academy of Finance after that Accounting 1 course. Well, to answer that, only 3 people, including myself, out of the 25 in that Washington class actually continued on with the Academy of Finance. At that point, I realized only certain people are fit to become certified public accountants, like I'm planning on doing. The Academy of Finance has provided many great experiences over the last few years. The AOF program has really opened up my eyes to the business and financial aspects of the world. Some of these eye-opening experiences include starting a small business with a group of students. We started magic raffles, the South Dakota Innovation Expo, job shadows at Citibank and First National Bank in Sioux Falls, Federal Reserve tours, USD Day, Youth Business Adventures, and the Accounting Institute at USD. By far, the biggest highlight of my AOF involvement is the summer internship program. I still remember the internship interview days. It were just a few weeks ago. I felt pretty prepared, but I also felt underprepared at the same time. It was pretty nervous walking into that big room with 15 different businesses. I completed my 200-hour internship with Gage Brothers Concrete Products. Gage Brothers could not have done a better job at hosting an intern than they did. As soon as I walked in the door on my first day of orientation, I felt like I was part of the Gage family and the Gage team. That's Gage Brothers' whole mission, is to become a family and create a team that works together. During my internship, I was able to work with accounts receivables, accounts payables, payroll, inventory, purchasing, and human resources. Going into my internship, I did not know what to expect at all, being that I'm the youngest person in the building and going into a professional environment. However, it was amazing how much I actually understood due to my prior coursework and experience in the Academy of Finance. David Honner and Jason Heikola, my internship supervisors, really made sure that I received a large picture view of the business in a variety of different aspects, instead of that tunnel vision view of just one department, just accounting or just finance. I got the whole internship, the whole view of the business. The most famous line I will take away from the Academy of Finance: it's not only about what you know, it's about who you know. Always said by Mrs. Brunken. I've had countless opportunities to get out and network and communicate with other students and adults across the state of South Dakota through all those different experiences I listed off earlier. Mrs. Brunken has always told us to push ourselves to achieve academic excellence. Looking back on my AOF career, I feel like I have achieved that. I mean, all of us seniors have survived Accounting 1 and Accounting 2, so we must be doing something right. All in all, the Academy of Finance has provided so many outstanding opportunities that normal high school students don't normally get the opportunity to have. Everything the Academy of Finance has done over the last few years for me, I am extremely grateful for. As we all move into the next stages of our life, whether it be college, armed services, or you're going straight into the workplace, we will take all these experiences and facts and skills that we learn and apply it to those fields. Finally, I would just like to give a final thank you to Mrs. Brunken, Dr. Schuler, the AOF Advisory Board, all the guest speakers we've had, the CTE staff, Sioux Falls School Board, and last but not least, our parents, for all the tremendous support they have provided through our AOF journeys. It has been a great 3 years in the AOF program. I wish the best of luck to the class of 2017 as they move on to their internship stages, and I wish the best of luck to my fellow class of 2016 graduates in our next journey in life. Thank you.
I do have to follow the students. Am I on?
No?
I'm on, okay.
It sounds different up here.
It does sound different. I do have to follow Alex, but at least I get to give stuff away, so that's a good thing. So I get to help Ms. Brunken give away the Wayne Rasmussen Scholarship Award. This scholarship was started back in 2002 to help recognize a graduating student who exemplifies really everything Alex just talked about: leadership, dedication, and enthusiasm for the AOF program. The recipient determined upon staff recommendations as well as an essay. It's named for Wayne Rasmussen, who served as the Citibank Public Affairs Officer for 20 years until his retirement in 2002. Wayne was instrumental in launching this program within the Sioux Falls School District 17 years ago. Native of Howard, South Dakota, graduate of SDSU. Get one SDSU shout out at least in here. Wayne was a starting guard on SDSU's 1963 Division II National Championship basketball team. He's also the MVP of that team. Then went on to the NFL, of all things, from being a basketball star, and was a Detroit Lion for 9 years from 1963 to 1974. He and his wife Glenda still live out by Brandon and also winter in Arizona. And he still stays connected. Love to get him here one of these years, but he's still, through our public affairs office and city group, still asks questions and follows up on what Penny's doing still. So with that, I am going to hand the mic to Penny.
What?
No, you're going to.
No, you do it.
All right, fine. So we've got 2 awards tonight. First one, Mr. Alex Nelson. And our second award winner, Brady Kafka. Congratulations, guys.
You gotta show the flag. And then here are you guys' certificates as well. You guys should be checking it out.
All right, thank
If
you.
you don't, let me know. Okay.
Sounds
You
good.
can take that arm wrestle, rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Okay.
All right, with that, my pleasure to introduce Dr. Maher.
Well, good evening, everybody, and thanks for attending. We were having a conversation earlier tonight about the weather, how it's kind of stormy out, and my wife is down in Lincoln, Nebraska. I was talking to her before I came here, and tornadoes in Lincoln and big hail. And somebody said last year it was hard to see the screen here because it was so sunny. And a couple years before that, it was blizzarding. And so it's pretty interesting. I guess the only thing that we know for sure on a night like this is that the future looks bright. And I would say that about the Academy of Finance graduates here for the class of 2016. I'll start my remarks by again reiterating my sincere congratulations to all of the graduates. You're here this evening with both friends and family looking on, not to mark the end of your high school career, but rather to mark the beginning of the rest of your life. You've spent plenty of time over the last 13 years thinking about your future. Well, at least in the short term, your future is here. Your future at least your post-kindergarten through 12th grade future, begins as you walk across the stage in just a couple of short weeks on June 5th. Judging from the majors I see listed in the programs here, you have a great deal of ambition collectively as a student body here. And judging from the accomplishments that I've heard, I think you're up to accepting the challenge of those ambitions you've put in front of yourself. Whatever your goals may be, as members of the Academy of Finance, you've already made significant steps toward being able to achieve those goals for your future. You've managed both high school and college credit already. You've experienced the world of business through your AOF internship. And your completion of all of these rigorous requirements puts you ahead of many, many, many of your high school contemporaries, not only in Sioux Falls, but across the nation. Programs such as this, such as the Academy of Finance, didn't exist just a couple of years ago when I was in high school. Thanks. I thought that sounded funnier when I was going through this. And also they didn't exist, or at least many programs like this didn't exist when your parents were in high school either. We had to learn about the lessons that you've already learned about investments, about corporate governance, about mergers and acquisitions, about risk management, about strategic planning, all topics you already know at least a little something about much later in life. And sometimes, and I would contend oftentimes, we learn those lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. So you have an advantage on those of us who are a bit older than you in the room. Sometimes we learn those lessons through the misfortune of others, and some of us continue to have to learn those lessons every day in what we do. I would contend that you're so very fortunate because the Academy of Finance program has given you an opportunity not only to be successful in school, rather it's helped you develop skills that will help you for lessons in life. The Academy of Finance has offered you the opportunity to learn how to be a better leader. It has helped you learn to require the skills of motivation, to tap into your character, and to help you develop confidence. The Academy of Finance has helped instill ethics and has helped you call on the need for innovation and intuition. You know, almost anybody can push a pin or learn how to do some of the skills that are simple in life, but our community, our state, and our nation, we need more than that, and we need more than that out of you. We need great minds, we need great leaders, and we need folks who are going to lead with passion and perseverance to demand the things that you're going to be capable of doing. Balanced budgets, high degree of ethical decision making, and something that will result in customer-centered life lesson decisions. It's a tall task, but one that I challenge you as AOF graduates to accept. As mentioned earlier, this school year, you're one of over 25,000 students in 36 states taking part in programs such as this one. The Academy of Finance is supported by the umbrella organization that you also was mentioned earlier, excuse me, the National Academy Foundation. You know, alone in life, we can't get much done. And alone, you might not be able to build your own business. Alone, you might not be able to restore public trust in banking, in business. But with 25,000 of your closest friends, many of whom are preparing for graduation just like you are, you can get a lot done. You have the ability to develop your own future and to develop a future for all of us that may not include the news of the latest corporate scandal, or may not include the news of major loan default rates, or of housing and real estate bubbles, but rather maybe in your future you can help to eliminate or at least reduce these business risks with the skills you've learned beginning in your home life and through the aid of this program. You have a great start on the competencies required to build a successful future. The rest of us in this room are not only pulling for you, we're rooting incredibly loud for you, because we want, and we know that you've already proven that you have what it takes to be successful, not only in this program, but in your future endeavors. Never forget the friendships that you've developed and that you made through the assistance of the Academy of Finance classes with both your students and your staff here. You never know when that next business partner that you may need will be the person sitting next to you in this room tonight. Good luck to all of you. Move forward with the same will, the same desire that has gotten you here tonight, and I have no doubt that you'll experience greatness in your future. I would like to end by just saying, go get them, AOF class of 2016. Your future is indeed bright. Thank you.
(2016) AOF graduation. Braver, stronger, smarter. Money. Save it, spend it, invest it, or advise other people what to do with it. We are the Academy of Finance leaders. Congratulations to our juniors and seniors for another excellent year. The AOF program is ending its 17th year, and this is our 15th graduating class. We are very proud to have each one of them in the AOF program because they have grown into great business leaders and will continue to be successful in their future plans. Christopher Robin stated, "Promise me you'll always remember. You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." We look forward to going to the businesses this summer to see the interns work hard. It is always exciting to visit the internship sites and learn more about the business industry and see the interns in the work environment. You will have a great experience. Dalai Lama said, "When you talk, you're only repeating what you've already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new." Our juniors and seniors took the challenge and are braver, stronger, and smarter by taking the AOF program. We are lucky to have them be our future business leaders. We have listened to many business leaders in our classroom. We've learned many business disciplines. And thank you to all the following taking the time and sharing their experiences in the industry areas. Please stand as we recognize you. Felon Link, Cutler Law Firm, Economics. Amber Swiesel, Midco, International Business. Derek Andera, 03 RHS AOF Alumni, Meta Financial, Internal Auditing. Dr. Mark Yaki, USD Professor, Ethics. Tina Beal, Electric Pulp, Entrepreneur. Renee Owens, CTE Career Counselor, Resume and Cover Letters. And as you can see, we have a lot of fun. Melissa Christensen, USD Professor, Accounting. Don Bly Youthy, Cars for Sale, Interviewing. Henry Wiedrick, USD Professor, Formations. Georgina Cavan, STI Instructor, Financial Accounting. Pam Hanneman, First Premier Bank, Banking. Dr. Lynette Molstead-Gorder, DSU Professor, Business Applications. Greg Gary, Bancorp, Finance. Ran Wergen, USD Professor, Marketing. Garrett Wilson, 04 Washington AOF Alumni, ReliaMax, Human Resources. Luke Schwingler, ReliaMax, IT. Dr. Dan Tracy, USD Professor, Lean Management. Ryan Owens, Zeal, Center for Entrepreneurship, Operations. Andy Strumsness, Citibank, Price and Production. Joel Preeb, Citibank, Research Development. Aaron Severson, Wells Fargo Advisor, Stock Market. Paul Erickson, Dignity, LLC, Innovation. Jay Salonen, First Premier Bank, Banking. Another fun picture. Yes, I do teach. But these professionals enhance our students' knowledge of business. As a result of these connections with our community leaders, have played a major role in braver, stronger, smarter graduates. Advice from those who have been around the block. Life is like a camera. Focus on what's important. Capture the good times. Develop from the negatives. And if things don't work out, take another shot. Thank you to the students, parents, business community leaders, professors, advisory board members, teachers, counselors, facilitator, administration, school board members, for all your help and support for the AOF program. Our success and pride is because of you. Thank you. We will have Mr. Kale come and introduce our graduates.
Thank you, Mrs. Brunken. Before we do recognize our graduates this evening, I do want to recognize two very important people to our program that have done all of the work behind this in addition to our students and partners and such. And that's Mrs. Brunken and Sharon Schuler. So if you'd please join me in giving them a round of applause. They truly are very hard workers, are out for the good of the students, and put 110% effort into everything they do. And I have never worked with two more hardworking, selfless individuals than these two. So we do have an outstanding program, and it's due to our involvement of our instructor and our facilitator in the program. So thank you, ladies. Just a reminder to students, the pins you will receive tonight have been approved by the school board to wear at graduation when you cross the stage, so we wanted to let you know that. And now as I read the names of our graduates, please come forward. Logan Barr.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. Emmanuel Christopher. Jack Hammond. Lucas Hoffman. Taryn Jabber. Brandon Jensen. Brady Kafka. Sophia Lima. Carson Laudenschlager. Brooklyn McCauley. Alex Nelson. Amelia Rubio. Gavin Saladin. Miranda Skanke. And Alex Wiedenbacher. Congratulations, 2016 Academy of Finance graduates. Let's give them a round of applause. Now I'd like to introduce Sharon Schuler, our Academy of Finance facilitator, for closing remarks.
You can tell Penny and I work closely together because I too have a quote to share with you as I look out at these 15 outstanding 2016 AOF graduates. I cannot help but think of Sir Isaac Newton's quote, "If I have seen further than others, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Early each fall, for the last 3 years, these students started and continued the process of completing the requirements for the Academy of Finance program. To some, this may have seemed like a daunting task. Yet, due to their grit and hard work, along with the strong partnerships developed between the Academy of Finance and the local businesses of Sioux Falls, the opposite turned out to be true. These Academy of Finance graduates are prepared to become innovators and thinkers that will shape our economy. They are prepared to become engaged and determined to seize each and every opportunity. They are prepared to become leaders and game changers of tomorrow. This program has given these students the confidence and motivation they need to succeed in their next steps of career and college. These graduates will see more, do more, lead more, and achieve more as a result of their commitment. These students, you see, have seen further than others because they have had the opportunity to stand on the shoulders of a true giant, the Academy of Finance program. And that concludes our program. At this time, we have the district's most professional photographer ready to take one last picture of our 2016 graduates out in front by the line of chairs. We would also like any business sponsors to join them. The advisory board members, we would like your picture, the Sioux Falls School Board members, and the school district's administration staff. Please stay around, congratulate these fine young men and women, and enjoy some refreshments at the same time. Thank you for coming.